for our team this year. Again, on the road against probably one of the, I don't know, one of the top 5 tougher games on the schedule. And we definitely have some easier ones out there. But good game, good start to the season.
Indeed it was. And we're not done with our breakdown. We have a new segment. We're going to do something up next. Let's take a quick commercial break again. Apologies for the commercials. A quick commercial break here, and we'll come right back with the debut of a new one. So sit tight. We'll be right back. All right. Well, here's the thing, guys. Mike and I watch these games closely. We're trying to take some notes. We're trying to watch the game and invest in it. Some of us are pacing. Some of us are drinking. Some of us are doing both. Some of us are doing all the above. But Mike and I sit around and we just jot down all these notes while we're watching the game going on. And then we come to you and we give you these 3 succinct categories. But you're missing out on all these nuggets of information that Mike and I just jotted down. Just kind of quick one-liner notes that we haven't had a chance to share with you until now. Happy to introduce to you UCF Observations. These are just quick notes, thoughts, opinions, ideas, Mike, that we had during the game that we want to share with you. No context needed. We're just going to give you the one-liner thought. Maybe we'll add some context to it after the fact. But here's kind of from the notepad of the Sons of UCF. 14 key things, Mike. I will start. Are you ready for my first one?
Go ahead.
Johnny Richardson, he can scoot.
Adam, UCF football is back.
It's back. You got one?
Yeah. Well, that was one.
That's it. Okay. All right. Here's my next observation. Here's what I wrote down. I finally now know what ABC stands for. Another bleeping commercial, Mike, because there were so many commercials in that game. I now know how ESPN and ABC are trying to make up the revenue they lost for college football by playing 1.5 million commercials. There was a commercial like every 13 plays. ABC clearly is another bleeping commercial.
Trace Trilco on the Sons of UCF pregame show. You know what that proves? You can't erase the trace.
You can't. You shouldn't even try. That beard was looking mighty firm. We had a George O'Leary cutout sighting. You cannot erase the trace. Good to have Trace Trilco back in the UCF football sports talkdom, if you will. Mike, you said Chris Deloach. I had it down as Noah Hancock. So Noah Hancock made a touchdown saving tackle on Josh Celiscar. He was going to the house, Mike. He trips over that guy's feet. What are we doing? Let's get out of our own way. They're a little friendly fire. The poor kid. Imagine if that kid had scored a touchdown as well as a true freshman in his first game. Noah Hancock with a touchdown saving tackle, just of the wrong team.
Yeah, that would have been too good of a game to start off with. All right, down 7-0 in the first minute of the season. What the F? What? I mean, I didn't even have time to sit down and relax yet. Boom, we're down 7-0. Not a way to start off the season.
Yeah, that was deflating. That was a little problematic, but it luckily turned around. Mike, the talk of the pregame show, the black and white shacket. I don't know. I'm not feeling it. I didn't really like it. I don't know.
That thing was ugly. It looked like the black and white cookie.
I don't know. I appreciate the effort, but I don't know. Let's get back to solid colors, Josh.
Yeah, that one wasn't working for me. Oh, but Heupel going for it on 4th and 1 on the opening drive. You know what he's got, right? I already told you.
Stones, yeah.
He's got some big stones.
Got stones. Don't make Marlon Williams mad. You would not like him when he is mad. 10 for 154. Don't make Marlon mad.
How about our friends the Cows? If you want to be the best, you have to get curb stomped by the best? I mean, what was that?
Joel Klatt, Barrett Sallee, Greg McElroy. Hey, thanks for all the love, but we're all set. We've made it this far without you. I'll take our chances the rest of the way. You can keep your little fun comments to yourself.
Still talking about the Cows. Touchdown, Jesus. More like, Jesus, another touchdown? My goodness gracious.
Like Desmond Howard on the pregame show said he wasn't sure if Dylan Gabriel is better than FSU James Blackman. Makes me wonder if Desmond Howard's glasses actually have lenses in them. So I'm not sure how he would think that.
52-0. I haven't seen Catholics give out a pounding like that. Never mind.
Whoa. Whoa. What happened there?
I don't know.
UCF won 49-21. And get this, Mike. They had 2 surefire touchdowns taken away from them, one in the trip by Noah Hancock and one by the overturned penalty. 49-21, losing 2 surefire touchdowns.
Parker Navarro taking the first QB snap after Dylan Gabriel. Now we know for sure that Heupel is the guy who voted for him in our Sunny Awards survey.
Oh, that's a good point. That is a really good point. Mike, I don't know if Montalvo actually ever recovered that fumble in the end zone. It was still squirting around down there when he was there. But I do know that was a fumble. That was a bad call.
Yeah.
It was a terrible call.
Don Williams, ranking us lower than anyone else right now at number 19. Don Williams could go to hell.
Ooh. Here's a tip to Daniel Obarski and special teams coordinator Nick Toth. Don't kick it to the fast guys. On second thought, maybe kicking out of bounds isn't so bad after all, Mike.
It would have been better than that.
It would have been better. I'm just saying, it would have been better to start on 35 than to start on our 7. So just throwing it out there.
How about George O'Leary? He didn't wear a UCF shirt. He didn't wear a Georgia Tech shirt like he told us. But he had one grandkid in each. You know what that means? The white horse is always prepared for everything.
That was good planning. That was really good planning. The only snafu I saw there, Mike, and I'm going to give a bit of an edge to UCF. The Georgia Tech shirt had the wrong company logo. I think it had an Under Armour logo. They're now sponsored by Adidas, which means that's an old shirt, which means George just wasn't prepared for this and just throw this thing on. So I'm going to go edge UCF on that one. Mike, you know what a win over UAB and Louisville mean? Apparently, it means the U is back. I didn't know UAB and Louisville were the criteria there, but apparently it's that age-old tradition. The U is back.
Yeah, that leads me into my college game day going to Florida State Miami this weekend. That's back-to-back weeks with the Hurricanes. Did we somehow get sent back to the 90s? I'm not aware of it, or what?
Speaking of the 90s, UCF Mike, high-speed internet, collision course.
I got one too. Dylan Gabriel, Heisman Trophy, collision course.
Yours might be better than mine. UCF beat Georgia Tech by 3 touchdowns and only played 3 quarters. Think about that for a second.
Move over to Dwayne Wade. There's a new Flash in town. J-Flash, Jalen Robinson.
I mean, Dwayne Wade isn't from Orlando, so I don't know if he needs to move over. He's not really from his town, but I see where you went there.
Anyway.
Okay, get over there. All right, last one. Fans, students, media, autograph seekers, for the love of God, please do not touch Dylan Gabriel. I saw some people congregating after the game. I know there was probably some sanitation involved with all the instruments, but please just don't breathe anywhere near Dylan Gabriel. For the love of God, leave Dylan alone.
Yeah, what were you doing giving fist bumps and high fives to all our players after the game? What if these guys test positive now because of you? Hey, how about the ABC guys on the pregame, before our game, calling us USF? They can go to hell too. And while they're there, say hello to Don Williams.
Those are the UCF observations. And a Sons of UCF exclusive. You're not getting that anywhere else. Coming up next, we are going to bust out and dust off the Heupel translator machine. Do not go anywhere. Sons of UCF, we will return right after this.
It's translator time.
All right, the translator is warming up, Mike. We got to reboot this thing. So while we do that, let's tell you a little bit about Screen Skins. We've been pleased to talk about Screen Skins for, I don't know, maybe a couple months now. And if you don't know what they are, really cool product. What it is, it's a clear plastic phone screen that goes over the front of your phone. But what it has on there, it has UCF, the logo, sort of etched into it. And when your phone is off and you're looking at sort of the black screen there, the dark screen, you'll see the UCF logo. But as soon as your phone lights up, the UCF logo goes away. So everybody's looking at your phone when they look at it in its normal state. They'll see UCF logos all over it. It's pretty freaking cool. It's really great technology. It keeps your phone protected. Lets the people know who you're a fan of. And as always, after going 1-0 this week and beating a good Georgia Tech team, now is the time to make sure your phone represents who you represent, and that is UCF. And we're happy to partner with Screenskins, Mike, and we have some great deals for our audience if they want to get in on this.
Undefeated with Screenskins on the Sons of UCF show now. We're going to keep that going all year. I've never lost a game with the screen skin on my phone, and I don't plan on that happening. You got to get one. The things are awesome. It's magic, like we've said for weeks now. The UCF logo stays on your phone at all times. You touch the screen, it goes away. It comes back when the screen goes dark. It's a very cool little gadget to have on your phone.
They also have other schools, too, if you're into that kind of thing, and they have sororities. They have a bunch of other things, too, so it's not just UCF stuff. It's a pretty cool company, so you might want to check those guys out. Here's how you're going to do that. You just hit the little interwebs, Google or search, whatever you want to do, Screen Skins. Skins is spelled with the Z on the end, so that's SKINZ. You'll go to their website. You'll find their all their protective devices. Browse through. Go ahead and grab a couple of them. Why not? Grab some for your friends. Maybe that sleeping Georgia Tech guy they showed in the game, like maybe one of his friends could get him a UCF screen skins. He would probably never even notice. You know, he'd wake up one day and be like, "How did I get a UCF screen skin on my phone?" And be like, "I don't know, dude. Did you pass out at a game?" "Oh yeah, I might have." "Oh, there you go." So maybe pick up more than one, just in case you ever find another passed out fan at a game. And when you do that, you're going to get to your little checkout situation. Promo code Sons of UCF. That's all one word. 10% will disappear magically off of your bill. And so the net of this is you have a great UCF item on your phone. You get 10% off. Everybody wins. Make sure you visit Screen Skins. That is Screen Skins with a Z. Promo code Sons of UCF. Get your screen skin today. Mike, the translator appears to be working. So let's see what our man Hype's up to. All right, Mike, are you pumped up?
Yeah, I'm very excited. We haven't done the Hypo Translator, and I can't even remember the last time we did it. Are you sure the machine's working?
I don't know. I mean, I'll try to. Actually, that's a great point. Let me. I haven't heard the sound in a while. I think it's going to be okay, but this is the magic of live podcast, and it's actually not live because we record it. But you guys don't have to worry about all that stuff. So, Mike, let's try this. I'm going to give you the Hypo quote. Here's how we do this. Anybody can play clips for you, Mike, and I mean anybody. And they'll just listen to what Josh Heupel tells you, and they'll say, "Yeah, you said this, right?" But we're a little different around here because, our guy Hype, love him to death, but he's not somebody who's always going to give you all the honest answers. But Mike and I have developed the Josh Heupel translator. We're going to read you a quote from his Monday morning or Monday afternoon press conference, and then we're going to hit this button, and we're going to tell you what he really meant to say. So you hear the question, you'll hear his real answer, and then you'll hear what it is the translator says that he actually said. Mike, some of these quotes are kind of long, so I will modify them a little bit for you, but they'll be pretty close to words. So, Mike, are you ready? You're going to be the first one who's going to try out the Josh Heupel translator. Here is the question. Basically, the public Josh Heupel talks about going 1-0, but after that performance on the road against an ACC team, does the private Josh Heupel get ticked off at the rankings? And here's what Josh Heupel had to say. "I didn't find out about the rankings until talking to Mike Bianchi this morning on the radio. We have no control over it. I've said it before. We've been here. I think our kids, for the most part, pay little attention to that and understand that if we go and take care of business, things will change throughout the course of the season. Big win last Saturday. Last Saturday has nothing to do with this Saturday. Let's go get prepared." That's the public and private Josh Heupel right there. Mike, that's what he said. What did he really mean?
The public can kiss Josh Heupel's privates is what I'm saying right now. Because we're going to say that we don't pay attention to the rankings, but we know damn well what the rankings are. I know in the morning when I wake up that we're number 13, we're number 15. It's a bunch of crap, and we're going to prove it to people all year, but we're not going to say that to anybody. We're going to take it 1-0 like we do every week, but you're damn right. We know exactly where the rankings are, and we're going to start making noise. We started doing it this week. We're going to continue it this season. We're going to embarrass people, and by the end of the year, you're going to know exactly where we're ranked.
Wow, Josh Heupel's privates. I didn't know he was. I didn't know he had that in him. But okay, I love the tenacity. And listen, that's as much as you can make fun of his 1-0 mantra, and it can be a bit cheesy and corny, and it can be a little bit one of those. Does he really mean that? It's actually literally the only thing they can do. Right, they can literally only control what's in front of them each week, and we could win by 50, we could win by 100, and there's still going to be people like a Don Williams who are going to put us, in super low positions in polls, and aren't going to want to give us the credit we deserve. So I think Heupel's really got the right attitude, but I do think he is. At least I hope he's pissed off about this because it is certainly something that if I'm the coach of UCF, and by the way I'm not. Hopefully he's using that to motivate the kids if they really need any more motivation. Although at this point, Mike, I don't know that they do.
Right, and you really believe that he doesn't know what they're ranked? I mean, come on.
Not.
I'm sure somebody tells him that the minute the rankings comes out, he knows. We all know about it. We follow the program. he knows everything that's going on around the UCF program. You're telling me he doesn't